Hi everyone! Today we are bringing you a very different, all about you video blog. We have a very special guest here with us.
Yes.
For they have a look at these glues.
Meu amor, depois de 4 anos de espera, chegou a nossa. Linda.
Yes, did you like our glues? So today we are joined by Carla. And later we'll have Sabrina, here with us. They will be sharing their life story with us, and we hope you are ready. Because it's going to be very interesting, isn't it?
Yes, today we have Carla joining us, and I like something about Carla's story that we're going to be sharing with you because she made a very uncommon choice in life, but she's going to be telling us a little bit about that later. First of all, Carla, can you tell us about your background?
I'm 23 years old and I was born in the USA, and that's where it all began by going to South Africa. I went to Africa when I was 3 years old with my parents.
Yeah, that's where I met her actually.
Yes,
she was just this tiny little baby.
Yes.
And how was it going to school in South Africa, in a different country, foreign country?
Actually, it was very nice. I met different people, different cultures, different backgrounds, and it was really nice. It wasn't hard to find friends. At first, I thought it was going to be very difficult to find, friends, because it's different there.
Yeah.
But actually, I adapt very well there.
So, were you a good student at school?
I was actually. I was very dedicated and very competitive. That's
When you
one
say
thing.
you were a good student, what do you mean? A's, B's, C's?
I had some B's, A's, some C's.
Oh, definitely a good student.
Science not good.
Lovely. So Carla, tell us about your choice you made in your life.
My choice was to wait.
Wow.
Wait for the right moment.
Lovely.
You know, that's not a very common choice, right? It's not a choice that many people make nowadays. So let's be clear, she waited to have sex before she got married, right? So what made you make this choice that was not so common around, in the times that you live?
One of the things was my background. My parents were an example to me. For many years they've been married and they valued who they were, both of them together. And that for me was the start. And then, going to school and seeing my friends, seeing people around me, not giving value to themselves. One day with one boy, the next with another boy. And then you just see them, once, they get frustrated, they get upset, and then they, no one values them anymore. It's just like, oh, yesterday I was with this one, it was like this and like that, and oh, the following one was like this, like that. So it's like they don't give value to themselves. I don't want to be like that. I knew what I wanted for my future. I know what I want, so I didn't want that.
Yes, but were you never tempted to find a boyfriend?
Many times, that I can say. I came across loads of times I had.
So you're not this weirdo.
No.
You're just like every other girl out there.
Yes, but I was steady. I didn't want. Even though many boys came approaching me, oh please, Carl, just once. Please date me. You don't know who I am. You don't know who I am. Came every day. There was one. I remember his name was Enrico. He was Italian. He used to come to me every day with a chocolate. P.S. I love you. In South Africa, there's like this chocolate. P.S. I love you. It was really nice chocolate.
I remember. There's so romantic.
Wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Then he used to come and force me to take that chocolate.
Your
and
heart
every
didn't
day.
even break a little bit?
It did, but I didn't show it. I was very tough. So inside I was like, oh, so sweet. And I was like, no, I don't want it. Thank you very much. And my friend's like, how can you not accept it? That was so sweet of him. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. So sometimes I used to not be so real. Oh, thank you so much. Then what I used to do with the chocolate, you can have it. Give it to my friends, like, yeah, accept it because I will receive it. But Inside, I
all the
wanted
time,
it.
all the time it's like this, all the time.
Yeah, it was like for what, months? He was fighting for me, months.
The boy was
I wanted to give in.
persistent, huh?
I wanted to give in, but then I said no.
So what is
Many
it
times.
that gave you that strength, the moment that you wanted to give in, what is that made you say no?
I was looking at the consequences of what would be of me after, because you know, we're human.
Yes.
It starts from a date to a kiss, and I knew that I didn't want that. I wanted to have just one, one special kiss, one special night, and it wasn't with anyone that I wanted that. So that was always on my mind, even though I wanted, it was like so many times I wanted to say yes, but then I used to remember what I want, and I used to say no.
Yeah.
It was a very hard decision.
This is something not
very
normal.
hard.
Nowadays, not many people try to, you know, your choice is very important because you
unique.
choose something very special. But many people just avoid that. So it's lovely.
But you did wait, and today are you still single?
No, not at all. I'm actually a newlywed. Almost 2 months. I'm married now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And did your choice pay off of waiting?
It did. Oh, yes, it did indeed. Waiting was worth it. It was worth it. And we both value each other. We're very happy. Even those 2 months seems like longer than that. And I'm very happy.
Lovely.
So it
I
really
remember, because I was at their wedding. What can I say? I was a special guest at their wedding, and I remember that's one thing that stood out for me, because both of you were like so happy together, and that was like a gift that you each gifted each other. So he also made the choice to wait, right? And so you both waited for each other, and I just thought that very, very special. And he was so touched. The groom was crying. The boy was shedding tears at the wedding because it was a special present. And so I think it's something that we can all respect.
Color choice was not very common. Let's see what people on the streets on London thinking about wait for marriage. And when we come back, Sabrina will be with us. See you.
No, I don't believe that it is. I think that even though a lot of people don't believe in marriage, I believe that there are a lot of people who still do believe in getting married and being with someone, one person for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I also agree with that. I have a lot of friends who have been getting married recently, and I do think that even though a lot of people have a negative view on marriage, there are still many people in this world who still believe in marriage.
Outdated? No, not particularly. I'm not married myself, but the institution seems to be thriving.
Oh, I think so. It's not a fashion anymore. It's not. People don't respect it anymore.
And do you think there is a right age for that, a right age for marriage?
No, it's down to the individuals. Yeah, to choose when it's suitable for them.
I don't think there is a best age. Obviously, I think that you have to have a certain level of maturity. You have to know what you're getting into, and you have to be ready for it. I don't think there's a right age, but obviously you wouldn't, a small, I think it just comes down to intelligent thinking, really.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of things that go into it, like your financial stability. If you've got like a good financial stability, if you see that that person's the right person for you, and he's showing the signs that he's gonna, for a woman, of course, provide for you, be there with security and etc. And as well, like she said, maturity. You see that you're ready to sacrifice your life for another person.
And what do you think about people that give themselves for marriage?
I think those people, the way the technology and everything, what's going on, I think they do it because they want to get something out of it. Whilst being a single mom, I can do things. I need a man in some certain extent, but no, the way.
So you don't agree with people that give themselves for?
No, I don't think so. Depends what situation. If you're financially secure, even you're financially secured and everything, it's still people don't respect marriage no more. You know what I mean? It's how you deal with things, your everyday life, I think, these days.
It's their choice. Again, it's their choice. If they feel that that's what they believe in, then okay, yeah. I don't think anything wrong with it, all right with it. No, I'm neutral about that. Yeah.
I think that it's a very wise thing to do because I did it and I don't regret I don't regret keeping myself because now it's just me and my husband and we can enjoy each other in that marriage. I think that sometimes when you've been around with a lot of people, you can tend to devalue the act. So I think I agree with it personally because I've done it and it's worked for me. So I would advise that people keep themselves for marriage.
Yeah, I think I totally agree. I think 100%. It's amazing, you know, because you'll have no one else to compare to. It'll just be you and that person. It's something that you will share just between you and that person that you shared with nobody else. So it's something amazing that only you and that person have.
Sabrina had another vision in life. Tell us about a little bit about your childhood.
Well, it wasn't that different because I also have this thing about keeping myself for marriage.
All right.
But yeah,
please. Put it on the record.
Yes, I have to say that. Sorry, but I had like more career goals, so I wanted to be a journalist. So,
what made you think of journalism of all careers to choose?
Because I really like to write things down, and I like to talk. I like to, you know. I know. I think that's it. That's why.
I'm looking for a good writer, by the way. Yes. So I know where to go.
Well, something happens. See? Yes. That's what you cover more.
All about you blog is hiring writers, just for you to know, by the way.
Okay, I got it.
At what age did you start being aware of boy and waiting to date?
Well, when I was 14, I had my first crush and it was not good because it disappointed me.
No one wants to hear that.
Yeah, so I just postponed the dating thing and I just know.
So you're saying he disappointed you. What did he do?
Well,
to boy?
Yeah, he said he liked me and then everyone was trying to bring us together and so on, but then I spoke to him. I said, look, if you want something serious, then you have to go and speak to my parents, ask to date me and so on. But
good girl.
Yeah, I said, no, it's not like this. So, but he didn't say anything, and the next week he was with another girlfriend, and he even came to me and said, look, this is my girlfriend. I was like,
I can't believe this. He's really a naughty boy.
Yeah, so you know,
he tried to convince you just for you say, yes, I'm yours.
Yes, and the next week he will trade me for another girl. Yeah.
It's a good thing. You dodged a bullet there, yeah?
Yeah, so actually when that happened, I thought, look, I really need to test these guys because they just want to, you know, they don't want nothing serious. So I actually have to reorganize my life and put things on the right place.
When you say reorganized, what do you mean? What do you mean by reorganizing your life?
Because I was putting my career in front of everything. I said, no, I want to be a journalist, so I have to, you know, go after this. And I was putting my love life aside. So I thought, no, this is wrong. I want to have a family. I want to, you know, because I had my parents as well, just like Carla said. I had a good example, so I said, I want to have this. I want to have my family. And I have to start working on that too, because if I was working on to have a good career, why shouldn't I do that to have a good family?
And it's not something that we see often, a young person prioritizing having a family, having a married life. I mean, I get it. It was because of the good example of your parents, but did you feel pressure? Did you feel kind of like, I'm going to be a weirdo for saying I don't want career, I choose to prioritize family instead of a career? What gave you the courage to embrace that choice?
Yes, actually in school people thought, this is too weird, why are you doing that? Because I'm from Brazil and there people really fight for their careers, they go after things, and even women,
everywhere.
They like to find their place, you know, in business and everything. But I said, no, I have to be myself. This is not what I want. I'm going to be, if I have to please everyone and be unhappy, then what's the worth of it? So I want to be happy.
So you don't use your emotion,
Yeah.
but you just think. And that the thing we think like, wow, normally, né?
Yes.
Or much, nowadays, it's hard to find out a girl with this kind of thinking.
Yes, and one who thinks and doesn't give in to peer pressure, because you chose to embrace your identity. You chose to say, look, career, that's what people want, but that's not what I want. And I find that admirable, that you were willing to stand up for what you believe. Because I believe there are many women who really want to have family, but they end up being career women, and they end up, I mean, not to say that we have anything against career, none at all, none at all. Actually, I encourage young women to have dreams, to have careers, to build a life, but at the same time, not discard family life like many are doing. Many are sacrificing family life.
Yeah, you need to prioritize.
Exactly.
You need to focus. What do you want? Because people want everything, you know, in the same day, the same time.
Yes.
It's not work.
Yes.
Life is not like this.
There's
You need to prioritize.
Right time for everything.
Yes, good time for this, that one. So when you prioritize, you think what you want in the good position. Wow, everything come true, and well done.
Well
Like
done,
you,
Sabrina. You do well. I quite admire that in you. That's such a lovely story that you've shared with
Lovely.
us. Yeah.
So you brought you story of two young girls who made good choices in life and stuck to their choice. No matter what, you can do the same. Don't let anyone decide for you how your life should be. So this is all for now.
Yes.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, we're coming to an end. This was so quick. If you have any questions for our guests, Carla and Sabrina, put your questions in our comments below and they'll be answering your questions. So feel free to put any questions that you have in the comments below.
So see you all next week.
Bye for now.